Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Wednesday and another episode of Ken versus 10. I'm Ken, and the 10 is my death pile that I try to knock down on this show 10 listings at a time to see how many of those items I can sell by next week. And today is going to be a cool episode. I have a special guest joining me right here shortly, but we'll see who pops in the chat here. New day, new time, same Ken, doing the show now on Wednesdays at noon, rather than Thursdays at 11, because yard sale season it's right here. It looks like I haven't really looked this week to see if there's any yard sales. I know we're expecting some rain the next couple of days, but next week the forecast looks really good. So I'm thinking that we will probably have some yard sales in my area, and I'm super excited about that. Even though over the winter my goal was to really get my death pile beat down, and I did not do that. I was not successful in getting as much done as I would have liked to. And yeah, goof afternoon. I don't know if that was a misspelling, but that's about pretty much what I do here. Just goof around a little bit. My cousin Susan is here, and Sue is here as always. Good morning, Sue. Yard sales never stop down there. Yeah, to live in a warmer climate would be, I'm not sure why I live in this cold climate. I hate winter so much, but I do. So good to see you, Chris, Cajun Reseller. Phil 5 Dime is here, and I see my guest has popped in down below. I'm here for the mac and cheese. Well, you picked a really good day. For that. That's how your day is going, misspellings. I'm also here for the mac and cheese. Well, I'm going to bring in my special guest right now, and it is none other than Alicia, the Inked Picker. How are you today, Alicia? I am not hearing you.
Hello.
Hey, there she
There we
is.
go. I had my mic muted. As I say, right as I hopped in, I sold something.
Oh, perfect. What'd you sell? What'd you sell?
We sold a Bath and Body Works Malibu Heat fragrance mist for $25.
Sweet. Is that like a discontinued fragrance, or
I think
just
so. Because otherwise
we'll
they
say,
don't sell for that much.
well, that's pretty cool. I like it. I love sales. We're going to chalk that up to the fact that you were coming on Ken versus 10 and you got that sale. Shanna is here. Whoop, whoop. And Mo is here. Mo 87 official. Your cohort on your podcast, Flippin' Fantastic Podcast, comes out every Friday. We'll talk about that. And Mo's here for the special guest. Well, I appreciate that. Angie is here. Perfectly blessed. Made it from the start for a change. Appreciate that. Good to see you, Angie. How's your whatnot going, Angie, so far? I hate cold also. Reason number one, I moved from Minnesota to Arizona. Arizona to Minnesota. Do those rhyme? Those kind of rhyme. Roman just saw a taco walking outside and asking where Alicia is. She's right there. Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Mo. Okay, so normally when I have a guest on Ken versus 10, we are in a challenge against one another for listing, and maybe we'll have to do that, Alicia. I have to get you on Ken versus 10 as
That'd be fun.
to challenge me, challenge your death pile, and but we got something special that Alicia is here for, and we'll go over that after a bit, but I'm going to give you a second. Joe is here. I'd flip that. Good to see you, Joe. Man, they are fun. Joe and Nicole are just fun folks. Enjoy all the stuff they're doing with the game show and the whatnot stuff. And so, Alicia, I'm going to make you big here on the screen. Introduce yourself. Oh, she's saying no. She's saying no. Tell everybody who you are and what you do. There you go.
Hi, guys. I am Alicia, the Inked Picker. I am from Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm 25 years old, and I resell full-time. and I do YouTube and a podcast and what else? I don't know. Sell everything that I can sell except sports stuff, really. I'm not like passionate about like sports cards like some people are, like, carry American Arbitrage.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I saw a little bit of everything as well. Let's see. Jill is here. Uh,
Uh,
Jill, she has she bought this really cool, got it yesterday. This is like, it's a taco poncho. It's like has tacos on it and has Deadpool on it. It's really,
oh,
really,
that's
really cool.
awesome.
And, not, not bad. Angie is just getting into Whatnot, got her third show tomorrow. How was yours? I am,
Visitor.
I have my third, oh, who is this? What's this little kitty's name?
This one's Ninja.
Ninja.
He's my old man. He's like 13 years old.
Wow. Just because he's so stealthy, or just because he's all black, or he doesn't want to enjoy the Ken versus 10.
He used to be all stealthy like when he was younger, but now he's just wants love constantly.
The love your content, girls, Sue is saying.
Thank you, Sue.
And some other highs and some hellos to everyone. So, yeah, normally on this show, I am listing 10 items. Now, I had messaged you last night. I had already had the thumbnail built and what I was going to do for the show and my review. And I said, hey, why don't you come on the show just for what we're doing here in a little bit? And, but the premise of this show is I had cleaned off my desk. My work area is just out of hand there's just stuff everywhere. And so I decided to kind of make things a little more comfortable, make the workflow a little bit easier. I was going to clean off my desk, and whatever was on there that's just been sitting forever, I was going to snap the photos and just list it, just get it out of the way. Some things were because of testing or things of that nature. And so that's what I did last night. You can tell them, Ken, I had no idea what Deadpool is when I bought the poncho. Yeah, she shows me this taco poncho last night, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's got Deadpool on it. She's like, I don't know what that is. And let's see. And hey, here is Corey, Grams and Pops. Hey, resellers. So, what's been up? Elisa? Since last time I was on your all girl talk show, I think I got kind of punked on that one. But I see you've been putting out, new content. You've been doing live, showing a lot of your glass purchases and glass listings and such. So how's your reselling business going for you currently?
It's been going good. Right now, I actually just decided I am at my limit with how much stuff I have. I work out of my basement. I have my basement, part of my garage, and part of the laundry room is mine.
Yeah.
For storage. And now I'm like at capacity. So I'm like, if I don't get rid of enough stuff, I am not going sourcing this weekend, which I really want to go sourcing this weekend.
Yes.
So I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I've been utilizing the local dollar auction. I've been going through my listings, getting rid of old stuff that I've had since before I even had the eBay trailer, stuff like that, like a bunch of old inventory. I've got a bunch of sales on my store, 10 to 40% off on my store right now.
Okay.
You keep putting your tail near my mac and cheese. Yeah, just staying busy. I got a new sticker designed. I'll show you here.
Yes, I see. Let me pop this up bigger here. The Inky Pinky.
It's kind of making fun of my normal sticker, my normal inked picker sticker, which I have right here as well. This one, although the color on this one's a little bit darker than the usual ones, but it's making fun of this one. It's like a meme. Gotcha.
Very cool. Very cool. New stickers. There's a new name for me, Ale Man. I'll say hi to Ale. That's your dad. Well, welcome in, Dad.
I should have him change it to Inked Dad, yeah.
Is it Inked Dad or Dad Picker? Which one do you think he would prefer?
Ink Dad. He's got some ink.
So you're not gonna go sourcing if you don't sell this
get rid of enough
stuff. man, that would be painful because you always want to bring in new stuff just because it's exciting. Not that you don't have good stuff. I don't need to go sourcing either. I have so much stuff. If I would just get through it, I would be excited about it. But there's just that whole thing of going and finding something new and something fun and something valuable, hopefully valuable. Roman says that after I retire from the Reseller Clickbait podcast in 2099, he can take over. So yes, Roman, the spot is being held open for you. Limits are responsible resellers. Stop that. Yeah. Stop being responsible with your stuff. I actually wore my Reseller Clickbait podcast t-shirt today.
Ooh.
ABC Matt is here. Good to see you, Matt. Oh, and Inked Dad. We like Inked Dad on that. Yes, I still have Jill's basement. It's amazing the amount. I don't have to go anywhere to source if I don't want to, but I'm going to as soon as it gets warm. I love being out there and finding cool stuff. But so what? Okay, we might as well start with why you're here before everything gets cold. I guess that's what we should do. So if you follow along with me, you know that I am a huge fan of Kraft macaroni and cheese. This is the best macaroni and cheese out there, bar none. It has no artificial flavors, preservatives, or dyes. And listen to this. Our warm, cheesy macaroni fills your belly and feeds your soul. This is soul-filling, pure comfort inside and out, mac and cheese. But I've been doing some reviews, starting with Patrick Murphy had told me I should try a brand of the Kroger brand. I don't know. Do you have Kroger stores in your area?
Yeah, Hy-Vee and Walmart.
Okay. And you're in Nebraska, right? Nebraska area. How's your weather right now? Are you close to yard sale season?
It's beautiful outside. Yes, there's been yard sales now for probably a month and a half. So I'm surprised actually that it started as early as it did.
Yeah, there's been a few stragglers here, or not stragglers. Stragglers are at the end. There's been a few like people that have been getting started early. Me and ABC Matt are going to an estate sale in Cleveland this weekend.
What?
If Matt is here in my state, if Matt is around, I think that's just Roman being Roman. Roman is going to carry me. You're going to piggyback him around the whole sale. Where did I last that? Oh, did I just see Kim fire a shot in my direction? Yeah, Kim has inventory for days and months and weeks at her place. There's that's a pairing I want to see. Matt and Roman, like a buddy cop movie. Exactly. Xavier Cool. That's a new name for me. I'm having lobster mac and cheese for lunch today. Oh, you can join in. You can join in with us. Oh, look how far behind I got. Jill has no idea. And my friend Lisette, everybody's friend, Lisette is here. Hello, beautiful people. New England Betty Boop. Make sure to follow her everywhere. Her Instagram, she puts out great inspirational content. She's been doing some whatnot stuff. She's just out there supporting the community. Roman being Roman, that's a high compliment. So anyway, I'm gonna abandon the chat for a minute while I talk about this. So everybody knows that I like mac and cheese, and Patrick Murphy had said, hey, try this Kroger brand of like a shells and cheese. It's really good. And so I went out and I bought some and I tried it. And so I reviewed it on the show to see if it stood up to Kraft. It did not. Kraft won that one. And then Jill had bought me a Kraft, or not a Kraft, but a mac and cheese. It was like bacon cheddar or something like that. And it was horrible. It was plant-based. It was just, it was, I ate about 5 bites out of this, and it's like, this is not getting any better, and I can't get this ucky, filmy taste out of my mouth. And so I ate some peanut butter Captain Crunch, which is, the greatest cereal ever. But I can only do, one review at a time. I'm not going to pit cereals up against cereals, because that's just opening a can of worms. So then I did one that Kim T, that's in the chat, she had sent me the Cheetos mac and cheese 4-cheese blend, and I tried that, and it was okay. I ate it, but it stained my bowl. It stained my favorite bowl in the bottom, and so yeah, I don't need that. I don't need the extra aggravation of dyes. See, because look, this has no artificial flavors, preservatives, or dyes in it. Preservatives. I keep stumbling over that word, preservatives. I'm not sure. Jill didn't see that it was plant-based. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. Nothing beats homemade. I heard Grams of Pops Vintage makes a good mac and cheese. They may very well. And I love people's homemade mac and cheese. That's just it. It's good stuff. That's what everybody says. Everybody says, oh, well, Kraft, you haven't tried mine. Eventually, Alicia, I will let you talk. I just ramble and ramble and ramble.
You're fine. Go ahead.
I just go on and on and on. Homemade mac and cheese is phenomenal.
My husband makes it sometimes.
It's not Kraft.
Nope, it's not Kraft.
It's not Kraft. And Joe is making homemade mac and cheese tonight. See, it's a whole mac and cheese day for everyone. So anyway, on a previous show when I was reviewing some, Alicia says you should try which one?
Bob Evans mac and cheese.
Bob Evans mac and cheese. I don't know if all of you have Bob Evans restaurants. Do you have Bob Evans restaurants in your area?
Nope. Okay, I didn't know that was a restaurant.
Yes, it is a restaurant. Actually, it was funny when Chris Cajun Reseller was here in Ohio last year when we all went to the 127 sales. You know, for us, Bob Evans are everywhere, and it's just a common everyday restaurant like a Denny's or a Perkins, Applebee's, something like that. But he had never been. It's like, oh, because they don't have them down south where he's at. Like, oh yeah, let's go to Bob Evans, a new experience. And we're like, man, the guy travels hundreds and hundreds of miles to come up here, and we take him to Bob Evans, which didn't seem to be. You sound like me on my Why Night show. Take a breath. Exactly. It's hard to take a breath. I got so much to say. Mo says, hey, anyone tried homemade mac and cheese with almond milk? I stopped buying milk and only drink almond milk now. I have not. Have you ever done milk?
That? I've not in mac and cheese, but I've tried it with cereal and it grossed me out. I don't know what it is, like water. I don't know if it was just bad almond milk. Like if it's just like the store-bought brand, it's not good compared to like some of the more known like brands like Silk or whatever else. So I didn't like it, but I'd be down to try it again.
And all of that stuff, man, you have to not only sell a bunch of stuff to beat down your inventory, you have to sell a bunch of stuff to be able to afford like Silk brand milk and, you know, all of those. Anything that's supposed to be healthy or better for you is always like twice the cost. Kraft makes a gluten-free mac and cheese. It's in my cupboard. Not buying a cow. No, just boring cow milk. Just boring cow milk. So anyway, we decided I'm way behind here in this chat. Ken almost finished the Chris story. I did almost finish it. No, I did finish it. We took him to Bob Evans to eat for dinner, and it's like that wasn't special to us, but it was a new experience for him because he hasn't ever been there. Yeah, almonds don't have titties. That's not milk. How do you milk an almond? Mike is here. Go Snow as well. Hey, just stopping by to say what's up. I'm hooping today. Well, good luck. Be safe. Wrap those ankles. We don't want any twisted ankles. Have fun. You must have got your new video edited. Usually Ken versus 10 is Mike's video editing time. He puts me on in the back. You know, my smooth, dulcet tones that come out of my face hole here. He's just like, yeah, I can work to that. Anyway, Bob Evans, mac and cheese. messaged Alicia last night and I said, I just let her know, hey, FYI, I am reviewing your suggestion today. And then I said, hey, if you want to pop in the show, we can do that. She's like, oh, that's perfect. Because you were going to have Bob Evans mac and cheese for lunch today.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what we're talking about. Here's what we're talking about. Bob Evans mac and cheese. Now, this does say on here, this is false advertising. I'm not sure how they get away with this. America's #1 macaroni and cheese. That's what it says. Oh, #1 refrigerated. See, you can't see that. Really tiny. That's how they get, because they know. Look, right there, refrigerated. They know that they're not Kraft. But anyway, so I had tested this like 2 weeks ago. And very good. So anyway, go ahead. Let's just start here while I talk. So I've got, what do you got? What kind of vessel do you have? Did you dump? Look at this.
I left it in the container.
In the container. So you have now here's the thing that I will say about the Kraft mac and cheese. Okay, so who's having Perfectly Blessed is she's going to have mac and cheese for lunch. I lose these comments. I should.
Corey asked is that the one with a bit of spice to it? No, this one's like pure mac and cheese. No spice, no.
Yeah, be sure. Happy Heart Treasures is here. Hey, y'all. Yeah, Steve and Donna are here. We had Steve as a guest on the Reseller Clickbait podcast with us about 3 episodes ago. And everybody watched it. And nobody's watched since. I'm not sure what the hell happened to that. But anyway, look at this. Look at this creamy goodness right here. This is probably as close. Would you say that this is as close to like a homemade mac and cheese as one could get?
I think so.
I'm going to chew in your ear, and I'm going to...
That's why I try to back up from the mic.
I'm going to chew in your ear, and I'm going to talk with my mouth full and everything that you're not supposed to do. If I had a metal fork, I would scrape my teeth. Don't you hate that sound when somebody like is eating and they constantly scrape their teeth across their fork? Does that drive you nuts? I don't mind that.
It's the chewing noises that drive me nuts. Like,
okay.
I cannot. Sometimes I can deal with it, but lots of times I'm like, oh, man.
See, there's the time change getting you out there, Sue. We're taking lunch. We're talking lunch, and you just had your second cup of coffee. Hey, you know what I miss? I miss Let's Do Lunch podcast.
You know, I had never watched them before, so I guess I need to, if their episodes are still up, I need to check them out.
Yeah, with Angie Resells and Kristen and Rural Squirrel, and they used to do that podcast for a little while, and it was always good. They always had a lot of ladies on as guests, because ladies, I think are I was going to say misrepresented. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say there's not as many of them. It's not as many ladies that are making content and stuff out there, which is why it's cool to see you and to see the Flippin' Fantastic podcast now with you and Mo doing that. Ping G made it. You know I can't do a show without Ping G here. Right now, I've just been doing kind of biding time or whatever till Ping got here. But so this is really good. This is really good mac and cheese. It is
and it's so easy to make. You don't have to add your butter and your milk and the cheese packet. You just throw it in the microwave and you're good.
Exactly. So so this was the first one that I bought. This is like the regular size, which is a 20 ounce. That's the thing, the convenience. They have something for everybody. They also have a bigger, like a 30 ounce, like a family size.
Like a party size, yeah.
Yeah, a big size. And then what I'm eating here, when I found out Alicia was going to come on with me today and I needed to do this, I see that underrepresented. There, that's the word. Ray is saying that. Amy is here, Beach by Repeat. Good to see you. Grams hears me chewing and takes it personal. You know, they have counselors that you can go to for that.
I will fight somebody if I. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, gotta love a party Mac. Exactly. How is everyone? Ray is saying, hey, I am going to be, I don't know. Ray, am I allowed to say what I'm doing later today? I don't know. Mac goes good with bacon, red pepper flakes, and some zing. Yes, I usually just eat my mac and cheese, little salt and pepper on there. Every now and then I'll cut up some hot dogs, boil them, cut up some hot dogs, put them in there.
I was gonna say, you should try different, after you're done with the mac and cheese review, you should then try everybody's favorite, like, toppings. So bacon. My husband and I, we like to have mac and tuna, so we mix the tuna in there.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard a bunch of things. Hot dogs are always great. That'd be a good one.
The because I love like the tuna helper, like the hamburger helper stuff, the tuna helper, the cheesy like noodle tuna. And so, yeah, I've never really thought about putting anything in there. Nashville mac and cheese taste test tour. Ooh, I might have to. Yes, boil them hot dogs, Jill. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Off to the gym with my daughter. Yes, if I missed you already, Lisette, have a great day. Thanks for stopping here. Boiled hot dogs are nasty. I don't know. Seen ketchup. Now, you seen ketchup, Corey, in mac and cheese? Who would do that?
I've heard of that.
That's blasphemy. But usually I make like, a whole graph thing and talk about the mac and cheese and the nutrition and stuff. But I thought since we were eating some live here, we could talk about it live. Now, as far as the expense goes, one of these there were like two of these cups in this one, and I think it was like $4.28 for the two single servings of that, and then this size was like, this is at Walmart. I bought these at Walmart. This was like $4.49 or something.
Sounds about right.
And then when you move up to the family size one, it's only like $4.98 or something. So it's like less than $5. But as far as, the serving size and stuff, if you look at it at the serving size stuff, the Kraft mac and cheese is still, I mean, it's just so cheap. Even when you got to put the milk and the butter in it. As a top, must be a Midwest thing. Seen ketchup. Yeah, must be a Midwest thing. I've never even heard of that. I'm in the Midwest. As a topping for mac and cheese. That's just...
It reminds me of ketchup and eggs.
Yeah, who does that? Who, like scrambled eggs or whatever, and they put ketchup all over? No. Brisket mac and cheese sounds great. Yes, it does. And it is great. See, if everybody put all of these fun ingredients, the bacon, well, everything except for ketchup, bacon and tuna and all of that stuff, and not in, if they put that in Kraft macaroni and cheese, it might be the perfect food stuff. Because isn't Kraft macaroni and cheese, isn't it considered a superfood? I don't know what superfoods are, but to me, it's a superfood. I think superfoods are mostly like vegetables and stuff, but right there, superfood for me.
Say the brisket mac and cheese reminds me of one of the places we ate for Planes to Profit. We went to this place called the Mattress Factory. And I know you guys talked about it, but I had their brisket mac and cheese, and that was delicious. And I want to go back.
Yeah, there's a barbecue place. Shout out to Route 30 Barbecue over in Bucyrus, over in a town over where Jimmy Old School Flips moved to. There's a place called the Old 30 Barbecue, and they have a brisket mac and cheese. Smoked, brisket. It's just really, really good stuff. Hot sauce and pepper on eggs. I just usually just a little salt and pepper on eggs. Mo does the ketchup thing. Billsy is here. Yeah, ham is good with everything. Oh, see, I should get little ham chunks and put them in there. So does lobster, bacon, tuna, and make me hungry. I know. I'm hungry. See, you should have thought ahead. You should have been here. Maybe I should have put that out. Everybody get their favorite mac and cheese. I'll just invite everybody on the show all at the same time. We're going to have to do that. Mac and cheese party coming up on a future episode. Everybody make your favorite. I think I can get, 10 people in here at a time?
Do an Ohio mac and cheese meetup.
Yes, there's a ton of us around here, too. This video is sponsored by Kraft Mac and Cheese. Super to have a superfood. I'm trying to get some Kraft money. You know, you'd think eventually, maybe I should put their picture in my thumbnails and stuff a little bit more. Pulled pork, pulled pork butter mac and cheese. Salsa in mac and cheese? Not heard of that.
Heard of breadcrumbs too on mac and cheese.
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
my favorite, but
thicken it up a little bit. Now, that's one of the things in regular mac and cheese. I make my Kraft macaroni and cheese kind of soupy. I put like maybe double the milk that you're supposed to put in it. This is, again, creamy, like a homemade. It's very good. Fun fact, Bob Evans Farm is actually in Rio, pronounced Rayo, Ken. Rio Grande, pronounced Grand, Ohio, and there is a festival. Yes, Bob Evans Farms, they're from Ohio, and their headquarters and stuff are here. Rio Grande, Ohio is where the farms are. Ken will bring 100 pallets of mac and cheese with him to Nashville.
Oh my gosh.
Are you going to the Nashville meetup by any chance?
I am not.
It's just like a couple weeks away. Man, Jill and I are super excited.
I think it's the same weekend as this festival that I won't shut up about.
Okay.
In
tell
Vegas,
us about it.
It's called Sick New World. It's in Vegas. It's new metal festival.
Oh, okay.
And so we're leaving actually 2 weeks from tomorrow. We're leaving.
To go to Vegas.
Yes, again, which we were just there a year ago for Trash to Cash. So
yes, that was a fun event. That was a good time.
Yeah, that's where we met Ken.
Mm-hmm. Where we met for the first time.
Yeah,
and got to hang out all weekend with Grams and Pops and
yes, that was a good.
Roman
time.
Was so. I think you had said before in Gillstown is the Ohio State Reformatory, or the prison where they had filmed the Shawshank movie.
Mm-hmm.
And each year they have what's called Incarceration. It's a 3-day music festival. But in the prison, upstairs in the prison, there are tattoo artists from all over the United States, all over the world, I think. And they do tattoos all weekend. And then it's a huge festival, a music festival that I don't even know who the top names are. I know, music like Slipknot and Skillet, and I know like Pantera and Megadeth were there last year. I should have looked that up.
Yeah, I see the lineup right here. Actually, where'd it go? There it is. Got like the Offspring and Chevelle, Shinedown, Breaking Benjamin. Ooh, Killswitch Engage, that's a good one. Skillet. A bunch of these, yeah. There's a lot. And this is a multi-day festival. This Vegas one is 12 hours, one whole day.
One day.
It's going to be crazy.
Well, you should come and hang out at the Incarceration, get you a tattoo. Is that your style of music? Are those bands your style of music?
Yeah, I like some of those. It's in July.
Jill and I are there every year in a volunteer capacity. One of our very good friends works for the what's called Destination Mansfield. It's like the Convention and Visitors Bureau for the area, and they help coordinate everything for the festival, and then they run the information booth. And so they have volunteers, and Jill and I, we usually get the first, we take the first shift on Friday morning because it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the shows. We take the first shift, when everybody's still clean and smells good. And, there's lots of questions and stuff because, we've been there later, Saturday, you get there on a Sunday afternoon.
Everyone's
People have been camping and tired, and they're they've been drunk since Thursday, a lot of them. But very cool. I think it was last year we got to go up in the with the police department in the sniper tower that they have over top and overlook everything. That was very cool. Angie says she is going. Angie, you're going to the Nashville meetup. That is cool. Vegas is cool too. You should get there sometime. Everything in Ohio is pronounced dumb. I want Alicia to come to my neck of the woods, says Matt, to see the struggle I go with through sourcing. Well, yes, I've seen Matt was on Roman's show here recently and was talking about, how he does everything. He doesn't have a car and drive around. He does everything through public transit, which would be very, very tough. Yes, you can also escape like Andy Dufresne from Shawshank Redemption from that prison. Yeah, they have, you can take tours of the prison. They have a haunted house. Are you into haunted houses?
I don't like getting scared.
Okay. They have a haunted house. They call it the Blood Prison every year, where you're going through the actual prison. That place is scary looking in the daytime in broad daylight. I can't even imagine when you get inside and you go through having to spend time there. And they do a lot of paranormal stuff as well.
Ooh, Mo would like that.
You should sell some patchouli oil there. Oh, to kind of offset the Sunday afternoon stench. Is that right? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. It's you know what? For all of the people that are there at the incarceration, and for all of the style of music, the style of music is very aggressive, and it's very loud. It's very aggressive. I've not seen one incident. I haven't seen fights. People are doing a lot of drinking and stuff. I haven't seen fights. I haven't seen. Well, maybe it's also because there's sniper towers.
They get it all on over there.
Yeah, they do. They do have the mosh pits for sure. But Jill and I, we go for this volunteer thing, and it's like some of the music, some of the bands are cool that I like them, but most of the time we go work our shift in our bright lime green shirts. We stick out in the whole crowd and end up just kind of going home. We don't stick around. We're old. Well, I'll say I'm old. I'm not going to say Jill's old because she's in the chat, but Jill's older than me. That's all I'm going to say. So are you enjoying your lunch? I haven't seen you. Are you enjoying your macaroni and cheese lunch?
I am about halfway done. I don't know if I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm trying to eat better. So
yeah, when I got this one, this size, the middle kind of size one, I thought, man, that's an awful lot of mac and cheese. So I had made some fish sticks with it, or not fish sticks, but fish fillets with the, mac and cheese and fish fillets is always good. And so I made some of that and ate it. And I thought I ate about half of it. I put half of it on my plate. Then I'm not going to eat this whole container. And I had a couple of fish fillets with it. And it was very good. And so I ended up just going back and eating all the rest of it in the same sitting, which doesn't do a whole lot for the calories and stuff.
Usually Connor and I split it, but he's not home to split it with me. So
so you get the bonus of all of it. Have a good day, Sue. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. What poster will you have on the wall? Is it Archie? I think Archie and Roman broke up, didn't they?
What?
Yeah, they're no longer a couple. Now, they're not mad at one another. They're not mad. They still, associate. They took joint custody of whatever they owned together. And Roman, they use ladders now. Several years back, an inmate used one to escape from the prison adjacent to the old reformatory. So anyway, so this mac and cheese, we got to get through this review because I still got to list some things too. Maybe we'll see how it goes. You had talked earlier about convenience. That was always one of the things that I would judge it on, the preparation of it. You cannot get any easier than throwing one of these cups. You know, they have the plastic film on them, and you tear open the edge, or you cut a slit in it, and you microwave it. I think these little cups, they suggested like a minute and a half on.
Oh, wow.
And this
This one's like 3.5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, this size here, and I think that's the size that you have. That's power for 3 minutes. Then you take the film off and you stir it, and then do another about a minute and a half to 2.5 minutes, depending on your microwave. Your mileage may vary. But this one serves 2 to 3. It's farm fresh goodness. 100% real cheese, made with real milk. It's a good source of protein, so they say, and no artificial preservatives in this one either. So it does have about 290 calories per serving. I always do the nutrition and stuff, but you know, if you have macaroni and cheese as a staple part of your diet, you're probably not really having concern about it. Susan, gotta run. Get to your next class. Good to see you. That's my cousin Susan right there. Archie is a gold digger.
But shout out to Archie. He heard that we were going to be in town, and he offered to pick us up from the airport. I haven't told my husband yet. I'm just going to say, hey, I got our Uber figured out.
There you go. That's perfect.
We'll see. We'll see if that works. I don't know.
We'll see if Connor watches this episode back. You just spoiled the surprise.
He won't.
You know, that's the thing that when we were out there in Vegas, you know, there's that whole Vegas crew with Archie and Sonny and Carrie and just a number of other people. Mikey Baggs. Yeah, Mikey Baggs unfortunately wasn't there that weekend. He had to go out of town for like a wedding or whatever. So I missed getting to what is protein in macaroni? Probably the cheese. I don't know. Is cheese protein? I don't know.
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I don't know anything about healthy stuff. The milk is the protein. The milk is the protein, Matt says. And I believe everything Matt says. So I'm going to go with that. Go check out Matt's channel too. Matt puts out some fun content of that struggle of having to source things. So I am enjoying this mac and cheese, but eventually, like I said, people always go, oh, you have to try my mac and cheese. It's really great. I'm going to say that this is about the closest to a homemade version of mac and cheese that you can get. Take one more bite there. See, now, Lisette's probably somebody that could tell us about health and nutrition. Well, Jill could too. She's a nutritionist. Or she has a degree in some nutrition stuff as well. So you add the protein. So Lisette's on hopefully we can keep you motivated here. Maybe I'll sing like a fast upbeat song for Lisette. Is Umbop fast enough? I don't know. I don't think I know all the words to that one. It's better than the school mac and cheese. Oh yes, I did do school cafeteria mac and cheese last week.
We never had mac and cheese at school.
It was pretty good. It was probably, I ranked it second of all the ones that I've tried so far. Mm-hmm. School cafeteria mac and cheese. My sister is a lunch lady, and she hooked me up on mac and cheese day. Sing it, Ken. Bop, bop, doo. I could. I'm not worried about not getting monetized because I'm not monetized anyway. The only school food I like is the Jamaican beef patty. I don't think we ever had Jamaican beef patties at my school.
Nope.
A banquet ran mega mac and cheese bowl yesterday for lunch, and it was nasty. Okay, well there you go. I won't add that one to the review coming up. So overall, here's what I am going to say. Here, this is going to be the final say. Now,
Drum
I'm
roll.
going to ask you first, Alicia.
Yeah.
You've had Kraft macaroni and cheese,
Yeah.
right? You've made it, you've prepared it, you've had it, and you also have the convenience and the homemade tasty goodness of Bob Evans. Just up against it too, because I know you said that Connor makes a pretty good mac and cheese right there at home. What would your vote be for which of the two products are better? The Kraft,
Bob
the cheesy
Evans.
goodness of
100%.
100% Bob Evans. Okay, well, that ends the portion of the show with Alicia on it. We're going to just continue on. I used to live in New York. Okay. Our guest tonight on the Hustle Queue is One Day at a Time Reseller. Yes, did you put the link in for that? Yes. I forgot. Join Regina and Derek on Hump Day Hangout tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Go check them out. Support. That's always a fun show. Yes, it's Donna there over at Happy Heart. Kraft mac and cheese, leftover, dump in scrambled eggs and a little butter and cheddar cheese in skillet. You know, I would never have that because this is a single serving size for me. If I make this, I'm eating this whole box in one sitting. Yeah, we didn't have Jamaican patties. Ken did Alicia wrong. I'm still for my, even though the preparation, the time, the ease, and the versatility. Look, one, I don't know if I would call this a snack size, but this is a single serving size. You got the next one up, if you got a couple people you're just making dinner for, and then you got the big family size that's going to be like, 4 to 6 people or whatever, big old container of it, relatively inexpensive. And I'm maybe I'm just jaded. Maybe I'm just jaded because I love the Kraft so much, and I'm hoping that someday they'll give me some money, which I doubt. Maybe I should contact the company rather than just mentioning it on here. But this is very good, and I'm very happy that you suggested this. Because I've had mac and cheese at the actual Bob Evans restaurant before, and it's just like, okay, it's, whatever, it's mac and cheese. But this, as far as something that you can quickly prepare at home, I'm probably going to start keeping this, at least maybe this single serving size in the refrigerator. It is a refrigerated item. And, but very good suggestion. I'm still going to edge out Kraft as my number one, but this is great. This is great. I appreciate this suggestion. Yeah, we had things like pale watery hamburger gravy over a giant scoop of mashed potatoes. Yeah, the school lunches back in the day weren't the most exciting. Salisbury steak with gravy. Jill has PTSD from Salisbury steak. Not even joking. Yeah, there you go. It's only 9:47 a.m. So, very good suggestion. I am going to give it to the Kraft mac and cheese for my money. I'm always going to go to, but I am going to keep this. I got a couple more bites left. I'm just going to eat them here. You, Alicia, take over the show while I finish. Go ahead and just talk to everybody.
Oh, I'm going to talk about this festival, I guess, because I was actually looking at some more stuff for it, but lots of awesome bands. We're going to fly in on Thursday, and then that night we've got a sideshow to go to, which originally I bought tickets for the Friday sideshow, ended up selling them for a profit, and bought tickets to the Thursday show that they announced after the fact because the Friday show sold out in pre-sale. It didn't even get to normal sale. So I had tickets, made like $75.
Sweet.
And got tickets to the Thursday show. Friday, I'm spending time with family because I'm taking my cousin, so my aunt and my other cousins and my uncle are coming up too, and we
Okay.
got an Airbnb in Vegas. We're gonna have a pool and hang out that day, and then Saturday is gonna be party time, and then come
Nice.
back home on Sunday.
That sounds like a fun weekend. Do you have any time that you're going to try to go sourcing or hook up with any of that other Vegas crew besides
I
Archie
don't
who
think
who are going
so.
to pick you up?
Well, maybe we'll see. I see. I don't think my husband will mind, but I gotta run it by him first. So, but no,
Because
I don't think we'll do any reselling or like anything reselling related. I just won't have time unless on Friday, like if my aunt and my cousins want to go do something, go thrifting or
yeah,
something, then maybe. But I don't have any plans to do
okay.
anything reselling related on this trip.
Well, yeah, it's always nice to rest your brain. Anytime we go, Jill and I go someplace for one of the reseller meetups. That's one of the big things. Everybody wants to go sourcing, and because you're getting to go to a new area, and usually getting to go sourcing with people that you don't know,
Hmm.
to see what their eye sees, and just kind of and it's just fun. Um, I usually it's like that would be the reason that I go. I go on these kind of vacation sort of things for the meetups to take a break because I'm sourcing, I'm listing, I'm photographing. You know the business. You know how it is.
Hmm.
Everybody here knows how it is. It's like I want to take a break from that. I don't get excited about finding another item in another area. It would be going with somebody and seeing what they found, or even finding something, like we were go sourcing together and I would be like, oh, hey, Alicia, look at this cool piece of glassware that I found on
Hmm.
the table. Do you want that? And you'd be like, yeah, Ken, that's the most expensive glass piece ever. And how did you find that? And I'd be like, I don't know. It just looked cool. I know nothing about that stuff. I know nothing about that stuff. Do you know anything about little glass clowns?
Nope. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a handmade. This is one of the things I'm listing today that was on my desk. Now,
Wow.
every one of these that look like this say that they're a Murano. Okay, I don't know anything about glass or Murano glass, but all of them seem to say. And then there's things. Why is Murano glass? I went to Vegas for Ken's 8x10 photo. Oh yeah, no camper in Vegas. Ken, I freaking love you. The other one is decent.
Ha ha ha.
Says so. I don't know if this is Murano because I can't find the markings that they say are
So,
supposed to be
Murano,
on a
people
Murano.
use that term kind of loosely, kind of the same way people use, I'm trying to think of a comparable term that people use to describe other items on
Uh
eBay
huh.
or like that they've listed. Like stuff that actually isn't that. Um, I can't think. Yeah, kind of like Kleenex. Like Jill
Yeah.
says, like not all tissue is Kleenex, but it's the same thing with Murano. Um,
Okay.
I have listed something before. I try to be careful with using Murano unless it's marked Murano. I've had pieces that are Murano, but then I had these cats that were kind of marbled with green and
Okay.
blue, and I did put Murano style in the as a keyword.
Okay.
But as far as like that clown, I personally wouldn't even use Murano as a word
Yeah,
to describe it.
I took it out. Just because I couldn't confirm it. I don't want to ever lead anybody down. But Paul was saying Kugi style,
Oh,
Murano
Kuji?
style, Kuji.
Mhm.
Um, hard to list Murano unless marked. Yeah, and I took that out. See, I told you he knew. Uh, I just have it as a vintage. It's a circus clown, hand blown art glass figurine sculpture, 4 inches tall. Because a lot of the other ones I saw were like in the 8 inch area.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of just going by soul comps, guessing at it at about $20, 19.99 is where I'm going to list that one at. Some of those ones that I think that are the true Murano ones and are the little bit bigger, they can be quite expensive
True
or go for quite a
Murano,
lot.
some pieces can actually go for quite a bit. But I've only ever found 2 true Murano pieces, and I only knew that because of the sticker on it.
What do you know about Mikasa?
Oh, like the dinnerware?
The dinnerware Mikasa?
I don't I don't usually pick it up because I feel like it's overproduced, but there could be some pieces that are still worth money, like if you find like a gravy boat or a butter dish, something like that, but I don't sell Mikasa. Unless I find some. What do I know about MySpace?
What do you know about MySpace?
I never used MySpace. My husband did, not
I
me.
was never on MySpace either. But then soon as that then that just kind of took off to everything else from there. Mikasa Paul says Mikasa is garbage. I would compare it to the SSKPromo to YouTube channels. Is Mikasa glassware is the SSKPromo of YouTube. Yeah, AOL time frame. I was on AOL before, but that was one of the pieces that was been laying on my desk to list, and I might as well list a couple other things while I'm here. We're talking about it. This is cool. This came from Jill. This is a, let me see, where's my mouse button right there? It's a vintage, just face it. Got this little
Oh, that's
Jim
cute.
Benton. Jim Benton used to create those little characters, and this one says "duh" under it, and he's got his tongue stuck out. And an old watch, still brand new in the package, never been taken out,
Does it
has
work,
everything.
or does it have like the little stopper thing on it?
I would assume I did. You know what? I didn't remove it and see if it worked. Let's find out. Let's pull the
I'm just
pin.
curious.
Still new. It still has the tags. Everything has been in here. Let's see if I pull this. Oh no, I can't pull it. I gotta push it in. I don't think that it is still working. I might hold that listing and put that in.
Who
I never really
knows with how
thought.
old that is?
Yeah, battery is probably just dead. I might hold that one and revise my. Jill wants that back. That's a cool watch. You can have it back, Joe. I'm not gonna. You mean to tell me Avon and Beanie Babies won't make a comeback? I am shocked.
Speaking of that, I went to an estate sale where they genuinely, it was like one of those jokes of a garage sale or of an estate sale. They actually still thought the Beanie Babies were.
It's crazy. I was showing actually I was showing Kim T that's in the chat there that about Beanie Babies, and I just typed in Beanie Babies. All right, that was it. Beanie Babies in the chat, and I went to the solds and I did it from highest to lowest and showed her the price. And $40,000, $50,000, $25,000, and it's like, and it's like, no, that's all money laundering stuff. But yeah, people see that stuff and they think, oh, I've got this whatever, that purple Princess Bear or whatever. People go nuts with that. Well, that battery is older than Paul. Yeah, I'll list it that the battery is dead, but it is new. So I would do that one. I would do that one later on.
Watch batteries are a pain.
Yeah, they can be. Yeah, I'd love to have money to launder. Yeah, that's the end of the business that you need to get in. You need to go out and find purple Beanie Babies. You need to start laundering money. I did. I washed like $25 in my jeans the other day in the washer. That's about the most money laundering I do. Here's a baseball glove. Just a standard run-of-the-mill Rawlings S1408. Really good shape. Adjustable strap on it. Right there. Right hand throw. About $30. I think this came from Jill. Jill, did this one come from you? Or did I get that at Kim's? Do you replace batteries of selling a watch?
Good question.
I do not. I would not. This one, I'm just going to list it that, it's vintage. It's never been out of the package really, other than just right there. And where'd I get that $25? Jill wants to know. Jill, she just has money falling out of her pockets. So when she was over last Friday night, when we did the our Whatnot show thing, then she the next morning I come out and there's like $25 just laying on the ground in front of the garage. It's like, man, I like to have that kind of money. It just falls out of my pockets. So I'm going to say, Angie, no, I would probably not do that. Silver Hair Stacker is here.
I was going to add on to the replacing the batteries.
Yes.
I did a huge watch buy from an auction, my first ever auction, which that video is on my channel from a while ago.
Yes.
Over a year ago now. And I had like 3 flats of watches, probably around $100 total. And I ended up whatnotting most of them because I started to replace them. I was like, oh, I'm going to go through them, replace the batteries, make them all nice. I'm like, this is a lot of work. And some of them are like the backs of the watches, I think they're called like spring something, and they're a pain to open. I could not get it open. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna whatnot them. And so I did. And sometimes it's better to just, that was one of the last whatnot shows I ever did though.
You have kind of moved over to the district platform.
Even then, I haven't been doing that very much. I did a live probably like a month ago now, but I'm not listing a ton on there personally, but I will do a show every once in a while because I'll pick up cheap. If I find Disney stuff cheap, I'll pick it up and throw it on there because every once in a while I like to have that live show, get it out of my system, and then be like, okay, I'm over it for now. And then about a month later, I'm like, okay, let's do another one. So
yeah, I put a link in the chat there too. Alicia's channel. Go follow her. Check out some of those videos. See all that. If you want to learn about some glassware, learn about some stuff. So I do replace batteries in watches about 15 cents each. Probably if you're buying them in bulk, I would assume. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't have a lot of watches now. Jill, in some of the stuff that she brought over to me that we're going to be putting on Whatnot or listing, I gotta look stuff up and see which is which, where they will go. A bunch of watches that came from her mother, and we will see if those need batteries replaced or, well, Jill's mother even has a little sticky note on the back of each one or a little tape that says when she replaced the battery last. So she's efficient. She's probably watching. Hi, Nancy. Everybody say hi to Nancy. Jill says she may have batteries. Good to know. I told him if he told me that replacing the batteries in his Rolex won't help me sell it. I imagine that's a brand new shiny Rolex. You know, if you got Roman kind of money, you can afford a real Rolex. How about these cool boots? What size boots you wear? 9.5. These are an 8.5. These are a Jessica Simpson brand boot. A little bit of wear on the bottom, but most of the tread is there. Size 8.5 ladies boot. I got these from Dan and Demand on a Whatnot show that he had. And I picked them up for a really good price. And they're about $30, about a $30 price. They actually are probably a little bit more than that. But there's a couple of, I don't know if you can see that. Can't really see that. There's a couple of scuffs. Oh, no. You can't see it on that because it was this boot. There's a couple of little scuffs, you know, here and there. Not real, but there's one right there. But overall, the boots are in really good shape. The thing that I look at too is the toes are in really good shape. They're not scuffed up and messed up, and so Roman has so much money, they named numerals after him. The old Roman numerals. Made his fortune selling these Angie, these are Jessica Simpson brand boots, 8.5. Very, very nice condition. Very nice condition. And I could probably list them for a little bit more than that, but if there's a couple of scuffs on them, I don't want them to move along. I want somebody to get a nice looking boot. You're not going to see that because it's on the inside, if you're wearing them, and the toes and everything else is in really good shape. So I'm going to list those. And yeah, Dan and Demand is just a funny guy. He's about as genuine as got a Folex, Todd says. What else? Oh, so I'm gonna save the clown. No, I listed the clown. I'm gonna save the watch. Oh, here's do you ever do ashtrays?
Sometimes, yep.
These I picked up at a yard sale. Yeah, kind of an Art Deco style. I picked these up just because they were interesting to me at a yard sale, and I was trying to make a deal with the guy on them, and I ended up getting them for like $1 a piece, and I forget what he had on them. He might have had $2 a piece on them, and he just wasn't coming off that price for nothing until I set him down and started to walk out of the garage. And then, but I had already bought like a video camera from him, a video camera and the case, and I gave him, I made him a deal on that one too, because I make a deal on everything. Are you a negotiator? Do you like to negotiate sales?
At sales? No, I do not. But I'm trying to get better at that, being like, oh, hey, instead of $6, would you take a 5? Or, whatever. Yeah. Unless I'm buying a bunch and I can tell they want a deal, then I will. But it's very rare that I do, which I need to get better at that.
Yeah, it's, I look at it, there's, people are in different camps about that. Some people will complain if they watch, your sourcing videos and stuff. Oh, you ripped that person off. You knew that you were going to sell that, $5 item for $50. You could have given them $50. But the way I look at it is, if I can negotiate a deal with somebody, I'm not a low baller by any means. I'm a fair deal kind of guy. What am I missing? LOL back in the trunk. Kevin loves his ashtrays. Roman said he has so much money that Elon Musk stores all his money in my vault. If you go with Ken, he'll make you make deals or do it for you. Yes. Chris was not always, the big negotiator, and I just kept pushing him. Offer him this, let's offer him this, and again, I'm not a lowball guy. But I figure anything that I can get off, if there's a $5 item and I can get it for $3, that's $2 that I have to spend on something else later in the day. If I buy $5 items at $3, that's an extra $10 I have at the end to buy 2 more $5 items. Or I also look at it as, a lot of times that negotiation that I make, that's going to pay my eBay fees. I bought it right. By the time that I say, I save that money now, and that's going to pay some of those fees. If the price is already fair, I don't haggle. Everyone needs to make their money. This is true, Lisette. However, because I'm not a ridiculous lowballer, the person at the sale that's having the sale it's their stuff. It's their sale. They priced it. They have every right to go, no, I really think that $5 or $10 is a fair deal, and that's how much I want. I then have the option to leave it or buy it at the regular price. One thing I usually always do if I'm negotiating on something at a sale, again, it's a fair price with them. And if they counter offer to me, almost every time I'm going to buy it from them, unless it's something, you know, out of the ordinary. I'm going to buy it from them because I did save a little bit on the item, and they are happy. They feel that they got a range or an amount that they wanted to have, and so everybody leaves happy. So if I offer, they counter offer, I'm usually always going to take it. And that also helps, especially if I walk up to a sale that has a lot of good stuff. I'm going to try to make a deal on something right away. That way I can find out how this person is, you know, dealing. Have a good day, Ping. I almost called her Ching P. Jing P. Ping G. Have a good day, Ping. If the price is right, but I buy in bulk, I try to knock a few dollars off just because I am taking more of their junk. Yes. I always try to build a pile if I can, but I kind of look at those first couple items and I say, you know, hey, will you take this? And then I know what the person's feeling, if they're going to do something or not. Or I try to buy a bigger item first that's going to give them some money already, and then they're going to be a little more apt to deal with you on your pile. Or if you're only wanting one or two more items, if I've already got a good deal on an item at the sale, I'll pay them full price for the rest of the stuff, just because that's fair and everybody needs to make their money. But the majority of the time, I am going to negotiate the price, because I think for me, it's just smart business. It's smart business to buy it as low as I can. And
Matt's got a good question there.
What is my favorite ink picker video? Probably the one that I was on here recently, when she was doing the live and then posted that back up. Now, what is my favorite? That's a good question. Okay. Here's what I would say. You do a lot of, you have you do different stuff. You do glass, you do things, you do different stuff than I do. I wouldn't say overall that I can tell you one particular video. I like when you do your lives. I like watching the lives. I like interacting with the chat. And getting to see what you're doing, like right then. And that's always fun. Let's see. Alicia, who are your top 5 favorite resellers to watch?
Oh boy. Let me scroll and see who I would click on, or who I have been clicking on. Of course, Graham and Pops. I watch all their things.
Yes. I got a new one out today. Just came out today. They're updating their scammer, their Transformer scammer. So go check out Grams and Pops channel.
Check out their video. I've been clicking on Happy Heart Treasures videos. They did take a break for a little bit because they were on vacation, so I've been watching theirs. Ken, I wish you posted more, because I'm scrolling. I'm like, well, I want to say you, but I don't see much in my feed here.
I don't
your lives.
I haven't made a pre-recorded video for, I don't know, might even be a year. I enjoy doing live. I enjoy doing live stuff. I do, of course, the Reseller Clickbait podcast with Corey, and that comes out every week. And going to get into Whatnot, which is going to start to curb that appetite that I have to be in front of people. I'm surprised I'm not like live every day. But I don't want to take away. You've only mentioned Grams and Pops and
do podcasts
Happy Heart.
Count? I'm assuming no.
Sure.
I'm assuming it's just like, or okay.
Yeah. Who are your favorite people?
Well, I'm just gonna scroll through who's on my list here. So of course there's you,
Okay.
Grandma Pops, there's ADH Dave, Commonwealth Picker, Amy, Beats Rider Pete, Happy Heart Treasure, Shed Flips,
Yeah.
although I haven't been clicking on Shed Flips videos lately. I've
Okay.
just been busy. Trash Cash Podcast. Did I say Resell the Ride already? There's that one there.
No, you have not.
Soda City Flip Shane, he does like a weekly live. He kind of does lives
Yes.
like you do, a lot of lives.
Yeah, Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern is Shane Soda City Flips, and then he puts out, kind of regular content during the week as well.
Mm-hmm. Resell Rabbit, John, he came to our Planes to Profit meetup, and I've been watching him for years, so he does a lot of interesting videos. American Arbitrage, Homeschooling Picker, Art of Resell, he's always a hoot to
Art is a
watch.
fun, yeah. Todd
Um,
is saying, Silver Hair Stacker, pick me, pick me.
do they make videos?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
So you
this.
need to go sub. What?
I see, ABC
Oh,
Matt, who else? I just cleaned up my subscriber list a little bit ago, so that's pretty
yeah.
much it that I can see. Oh, and Mo started making videos.
Oh yeah. I haven't watched yet, but
Yes. So he says
definitely go
silver.
check out Mo 87 official. Mo. What is your favorite thing you've ever sold? Angie wants to know.
That's a hard one. One of my favorite sales, I always think about this item. I bought this swung vase, a huge one, LE Bittersweet. It's like
Okay.
orange and yellow faded looking one. It was like probably 3 feet tall. My mom found it on Facebook Marketplace for $2. And I was like, oh, it's just a cute little swung vase. No, I pick it up. It's like a 3 foot tall swung vase. And I sold it locally for 150. But if I would have sold it on eBay, I could probably gotten 200, 250. It's just I did not want to ship
Wow.
it.
Yes.
So that's one of my favorite sales I
It
did.
is always scary. That's the same thing. The biggest sale I've made to date was on some little cat figurines. They were Norcrest. I'm sure you've ran across Norcrest figurines in your stuff.
Mhm.
Glassware made in Japan. There were 12 of them. There were one for each month. They were called calendar cats, and I had got them for free from a friend of mine. And they ended up, I sold them for just shy of $1,100 for the whole set.
Wow.
And boy, if that's not a scary thing to ship. Now there's little glass figurines. Anything can happen in shipping. To ship out an $1,100 item for, and hopefully it gets there. I had that thing. I'm pretty sure that they could have probably dropped it from the plane onto the people's house, and it would have survived. But yeah,
Good to
it
pack the
was.
stuff well.
Yes, it was. I made individual bags for each of them, little bubble bags. Angie
Of
made one
course.
video 8 months ago.
Of course, I like to sell anything weird, gothic, oddities, anything that like I have on my shelves behind me. If I can find it and resell it, I also love to sell that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of reselling too. If you're enjoying the stuff that you're comping, enjoying the stuff that you're finding, enjoying the stuff that you're buying, if you have an interest in it, it makes the day go so much easier than when you're having to list stuff. Bubble Bags was Roman's stage name. Yes. That's funny. I'm back. Amy's here. Amy's back. Okay, continue to the show. So, Amy, if you missed it, we were differing. I chose Kraft Mac and Cheese. Alicia chose the Bob Evans. Let's see. Jill says, it's hard for me to attend to videos, but I'm partial to the Resell Clickbait Podcast. Ken, Roman, and Chris Cajun. Trash to Cash is difficult for me to watch. They seem to make fun of people without caring if they are hurtful. Yeah, they definitely have yeah, their style can sometimes be,
Yeah.
I call it a lot of times busting balls. And if you're not like really know the people or whatever, if you're just kind of watching it from the outside, you don't really know what is joking. But there are times that that it can be that way. I'm not tearing those guys down at all, because I enjoy Kevin and Dave and Carrie for sure. Question, Ken. My birthday is coming soon. Am I getting a new 8x10 of you? Here's what I will tell you about a new 8x10. The Nashville meetup. Oh, where's my sign? Oh, wait. I'm going to get up from my chair. Because I usually have this. I've been having this. The Nashville 2024 reseller meetup, April 26th through the 28th, which is like 2 weeks away.
Oh yeah,
I think that is 2 weeks away.
Weekend that I'm gone. So
Nashville's newest tradition, it says, there will be a new Nashville meetup exclusive, just like at the reseller rally. You know, I had the Cincinnati logo right there. This was the official reseller rally headshot. Only can get it there at the event, and then it goes away. So that is, if you are coming, Matt, to the Nashville meetup, you can get the newest one. I do have a couple versions. Jill and I worked on taking the pictures the other day, and so I do have the new headshots. I just got to get it designed, get them printed up. Todd told me that Bubble Bags can give free advice backstage. Thunder from Down Under turned down Roman. He didn't sound like an Aussie. And Roman had missed, Amy had said that Roman had missed the jewelry last night. Constant memory loss. Glowy swung glass of a cat. Is that Amy's favorite?
About Amy.
What are you talking about? It's what am I doing here? So anyway, yeah, man, we've been on forever. I'm keeping you your whole afternoon.
Oh no, you're fine. It's just as soon as I'm done here, we're gonna go record episode 68 of
68.
Fantastic.
That's amazing. It goes by
63.
quick, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, I'm way off. 63.
It goes by quick, doesn't it? It's like all of a sudden it's like
oh, let's just start a goofy little podcast, and all of a sudden we're over a year in now, and
we're skirting right near 100 episodes, where I think 95 was our most recent one. Yeah, we'll probably do something live, do some giveaways,
that'll be fun.
Do all kinds of stuff for the 100th. What else? I'm just going to show a few things that are going to be listed. Look at this cool Popeye back scratcher.
I was like, what is that? A fly swatter? It doesn't
got an itch on your back.
But yeah,
and it was an exclusive from the MGM.
That's where we
Las
stayed at
Vegas.
last time we were there.
Yes. And I think Jill got this from Joe and Nicole. I flipped that. I think she got that on I think that's right. I don't know. I could be making stuff up. Of course, nobody knows if I'm making stuff up or not. But so I'm going to list that real quick here. About $14. About $14 is what that is. Yeah, Jill says she got it on Whatnot. Wait, where are we going next? I don't know. I'll stay here all day. I don't have anything to do until later this evening. But yeah, hopefully people are coming to the Nashville meetup. I know Jill and I are super excited about that. To hang out with Ray. It's being put on by Ray, Nashville Flippers. But lots of help from Angie Resells, from Kristen and Roll Squirrel, from Paul Philly Flipper. Jill and I are jumping in there with some helping hands. And yeah, going to get to meet Angie in person. She is going.
I need to hear more about this volunteer thing you're doing. So do you always do it for these like festivals for that incarceration?
Our friend that works as part of the Destination Mansfield of
Mm-hmm.
they because they run um the information booth for the event and they help everything up. It's 3 days of an event, so they have different shifts and they need volunteers to help work at the
Oh, so they don't
information
pay
booth.
you to do that,
No, no,
do
no,
they?
no. No.
Oh.
It just stuff, like we get parking passes, so we don't have to pay for the parking to get in. We don't have to pay to get in the show or into the event. We have either lanyards or wristbands or whatever to get us
Mhm.
in to the event. And then we can, hang out all day after our shift is over. We can be there as long as we want.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
and yeah, and usually, where the information booth is, it's across from, there's a huge main stage, and then right beside that is the second stage, because they have 3 stages of entertainment that are going on the whole weekend. So as soon as
Mhm.
the band on the main stage finishes, it goes to the secondary stage, and then there's a third dairy. Is that what you call it? It's first and a secondary and a third dairy. There's a third dairy stage towards the back that smaller bands and stuff are playing on back there. And so it's for 3 days. It's just music constantly the whole time. And
That's
so we're
awesome.
right across from that. So we get to see pretty much all the bands. And there's great big huge screens that you can watch from. And where we're at is up on top of like a hill. And so you're kind of overlooking everything anyway, which is just very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool to
I would
see
totally
all the people.
volunteer for
And
that. That'd be cool.
yeah, it is. Kim says she'd volunteer for Sunday. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
this
always like to take that first shift, and then if they would have an opportunity where they, somebody wasn't going to come and or they couldn't fill all of the shifts,
Mhm.
Jill and I would definitely, go back and help out. Um, but yeah, it's fun, and then we walk around unless we're just like tired and want to go home. We'll walk around the grounds. They have all kinds of food and they have merchandise and they have and then we go in the prison and go upstairs and watch all the people doing all the tattoo artists are doing,
Mhm.
tattoos, and the line to get tattoos is just,
Oh, I bet.
long. Most people get an appointment. They'll even book appointments. Like there's people probably booking appointments right now
Oh, for
for
sure. Yeah.
to get into their favorite artists, or these, because the artists come from all over the US, and I think some are international folks. um where is the info on the Nashville meetup? There is a Facebook page, or if you go to Nashville Flippers YouTube page, he just did an update little video. It's about maybe less than 10 minutes long about some stuff. But if you go to the Facebook page, Jill, if you're still here, can you throw a link to the Nashville Meetup Facebook page? And you can find out more information about it, best hotels to stay at in the area, and kind of a list of events that are going on. Everything is free. There's no charge for anything. And it's just basically a list of where, we're going to eat here this day. We're going to go ride a mechanical bull. There's at some, like one
Oh
of the
boy.
clubs, there's going to be a mechanical bull. Just all kinds of fun events. There's going to be some times when they go to the bins and to some of the other thrifting sort of places. And just to get to hang out with other resellers, which the meetups, I love the meetups. I'd like to go to all of them if I could, but
It's hard.
they cost, it's the travel part, really. A lot of the times the event itself is reasonably priced. It's just, and then you got to pick and choose, what time of year and where you're going to go. And just like the Planes to Profit, they had their event, or you guys, I shouldn't say they, you were a big part of that. you had your event in the off season of sourcing, because in that Midwest area, you don't get as long with the weather, as long of a thrifting season, and people don't want to,
Miss
take
out.
off someplace and miss out on those weekends. That could be a lot of money. And so to have that in the off time, but then be able to give people those opportunities to do the thrifting bus, the party bus, was just a brilliant
That
idea.
was a
Very
great time.
cool. And to see the videos and stuff on that. There's also a page. If you go to plainstoprofit.com, there's some giveaways that they're doing for a bag that Teresa made from the backdrop that was on there. There's a thing where if you like, I don't want to say it's a subscription or whatever. It's like a $10
No,
or
you
something
just
like
pay
that.
$10 and you
Yeah.
get access to all of the video footage from the actual like gathering we had.
Yes.
Like the breakout session we basically had. Not really. It's just like what is it called? But you basically get
The
the video footage of all the
Yeah.
speakers. Then there's drawings for 2 of those bags, also drawings for 2 free tickets to the next year's event, and
Yes.
then early access to next year as well to buy tickets because
Which
who
are
knows?
probably going to go. I mean, this one pretty much sold out once it was out, and I know with all of the great response that there was from this year.
Mhm.
Of course, I think you guys are doing a thing where if you were at this year's event, you kind of get a little bit early access to tickets for next year's event, and then
I think so.
through
I'm not
this
sure.
thing.
We have to like we have
Okay,
to
yeah, I don't
revisit
want to
Corey and
put.
I, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a great idea. So, and Jill had dropped the link to the Nashville meetup. If people are interested there, they can go to that Facebook page. So yeah, I love the meetups. I love doing that stuff. I'm gonna show a couple more items here that I'm gonna list, and then we're gonna get out of here. I like to. This is something that's been sitting on my desk. Oh, yeah, you pick up the phone systems, like a digital answering machine. I got that turned the wrong way. Phone systems like this. That one's been sitting there, and I broke them down to, selling one handset as a replacement expansion handset with the plug and the charger. I got a couple of those, and I got the digital answering base. And each of those listings will be about $15. This WWE, are you a wrestling fan at all? WWE
Nope.
Undertaker.
I don't sport at all.
Don't sport at all. Jill just bought this the other day. I think she got it from Ray, Nashville Flippers. Matt is taking off. Matt, have a good afternoon. So we got that to go out yet today, or to list. The phones, a baseball glove. What else did I have around here? Oh, this I picked up. This is a Amazon Echo, or if I say Amazon Alexa, mine. Oh, it didn't bing. No, not a Echo. It's like a Fire TV Cube. Got the remote. It's got all the cords and stuff in there. I bought that at a yard sale for like $5, and I'm gonna list it for 70. They seem to sell pretty decent. I've got some soap over there. I've been selling soap. I found some soap. Or no, I didn't find some soap. Jill had sent me a picture one day. There's a store called Drug Mart, like a little drugstore, but they sell everything. She sent me this picture one day. She's like, "Oh, Drug Mart," because they had a sign that was on clearance, and it said the price was $1.28. And it's on clearance for $1.98. It's like they were clearancing it out for like 70 cents more than Uh-oh, RIP Drug Mart. They had a fire there the other day.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know if they're going to close down completely. I don't know why she's saying that. But so she sent me that picture just as a goof. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. I just heard somebody talking about some soap, and it was Irish Spring brand. And they kind of just did away with their original scent of stuff. And so I started to look at comps, and she went back the next day and bought all that they had. And I listed it. In different configurations as a single. They came in 3-packs. I listed them as like a single 3-pack, or I listed like you could get 2 3-packs, or you could get 3 3-packs. And man, the stuff has been selling well. I've probably had like
Good.
4 or 5 sales where I'm selling like 3 3-packs for $50, $49.99. Another one sold like 45, and then a couple 2-pack or whatever. But yeah, it's been selling good. So the other day, Jill had got some of this Dove soap somewhere. I'm not sure. Cucumber and green tea. Are you a fan of cucumbers or green tea?
Both.
I'm not a fan of either. But Irish Spring is supposed to keep mice away. The mice at the farm just ate it. Yeah, more like a hospital stay, not death. All right, I don't get that. But anyway, I've got some different soaps there that I'm going to be listing. They're all drafted here. I don't need to go over them. But that's cool. I'll have my listing done. I always like when I do my show, because I'm kind of done for the day after this, and whatever else what I want to do, because I have all my listing done. And love finding drugstore bolos. Yes, agreed, Amy. It is, yeah, anytime you can find those clearance items and make a little extra money. It was just like I had heard somebody say something about it. It's like, oh yeah, let's get that. So Alicia, what else you got? Yes. What else you got for the day? What else you got to tell the people? They're all hanging on your every word, because I didn't give you many. I just talked the whole time.
Come check out Flippin' Fantastic Podcast. New episode on Friday. We're currently at 174 subscribers, so
nice.
We're getting close to that 200 mark.
Yes.
Check out Mo's new channel. She finally started posting.
Mo87 official.
Yes.
Very cool.
Finally started posting. My next video will come out. I just had one yesterday, I think. My next one will be, I think, on Friday. And of course, I'm going to be making a whole video of us going on this trip.
Yes, to the whole Vegas trip.
Yes. Usually I do little trip vlogs on my video. On my channel. This one's gonna be not reselling related at all, but I know that people that made vlogs of this festival last year got views. Decent views, because there was not a lot of videos that people made. So I'm gonna try to make a good video from this thing if I can. Fingers crossed everything goes well. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe in about a month it'll come out.
Yeah.
It's in 2 weeks, but I gotta have time to edit and everything. So
yes, for sure. Well, that sounds exciting. Jill had put in there, come watch us on our Whatnot Friday. Yes. I'm gonna throw a link in there. That'll be our third show, and kind of a regular show, because your first show is your first show. You don't know what's going on. You're kind of nervous. You get a lot of people that come in to support you, that are your friends and family and stuff. And then the second show that we did was last week during that whole big U.S. raid train. Mm-hmm. There was like 4 days, and we were fortunate enough to get invited to that. But you got a 20-minute segment. You only had 20 minutes on there, and that went by like boom. It was done. Like we're like, hey everybody, okay, goodbye everybody. That's what it felt like in the end. So this will be kind of like our first regular regular show where we get to be at our pace and what we want to do. And so anyway, so yes, everybody go follow Alicia. Thank you for the suggestion of the Bob Evans mac and cheese. Very good. I can't, there's not one thing that I can say bad about it. The only thing bad I can say about it is
It's not Kraft.
it's not Kraft. It's not Kraft. It's not the cheesiest. It's not the cheesiest. I don't really feel that my soul was filled, like it says on the back. I feel like my belly was filled. Even that one little cup that I had, this little bit right here was plenty eaten right there. But, so anyway, we are going to wrap this up. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. And, we will see you next week on Ken versus 10. Alicia will see you tomorrow. Well, she won't see you, but she'll see all the comments that you're going to leave on the Flippin' Fantastic podcast, and catch her whenever. Catch her next time she has a live. Hit that bell. Go to Ink Picker. Subscribe. I don't know why you're not subscribed, but subscribe. Hit that bell, and all of a sudden it's like I'll get a notification. Oh man, Alicia's live. She's listening to some stuff. Go hang out. Her chats are always filled with a bunch of fun people, and it's just a good time. So we will see you next week. I'm going to finish listing the rest of this stuff and see if I can't sell some of it by next week.
Bye, guys.
See ya.